Okay, so we just finished watching episode 4 of Pluto, and now we're going to talk about it because that episode was crazy.
Everything that happened. It was insane.
Everything. So this is kind of a new format. We just thought it might be fun to do like an after the show, after show, the afterward. I don't know. We're workshopping the name. So if you guys have any suggestions of what we could name this segment, this part 2, that would be really helpful. I just remembered I need to share the microphone with you. There we go. Yeah, so how should we do this? Should we start at the beginning? I don't know. I have so many things. Like, I should have written notes because so much happened.
Oh my gosh, how did it even start? They were on the motorbike and then they met her ex.
Yes. Okay, I just feel like this episode, like, literally just
so much.
It launched this show into, like, overdrive almost. Like, I feel like we were just like, oh, this is like, you know, little bits here and there, and then all of a sudden I was like, let's just lay out everything.
Yeah, let's just reveal things.
Everything. Oh my god. Okay. So let's talk about, should we talk about the actual accident? Like that whole side of things? Okay, because
which one?
Okay,
there's been a few in this episode alone.
What's happened here? Okay, so obviously they were all out on their motorcycles, messing around. And then that guy in the car who was drinking, but didn't, for some reason, do a test, for some reason was like chasing them, or like, was it on purpose or was it an accident?
I think it was on purpose, like he was chasing them, but I don't think it was like specifically targeting them. I think he was just like a rich drunk guy.
Maybe like a road rage kind of situation. Like, okay, so then he hits him. But here, this is my question. So now we're at the courthouse. Obviously, that had to have been, that's what it was. Like, they were prosecuting. That's not the right word. They're prosecuting the driver, obviously, for injuring Ben.
Yeah.
And then she's, like, talking to that lady. May is the lawyer. And she's talking to that lady. And she's like, you're the sole witness. So where in the world were Namtan, were I and Jan and Koso. I can't remember his name.
I know
and Thor. His name is Thor. That's his actor's name. That's his name in real life. Where were they? Because remember they were like, oh, we went our own ways.
Literally?
Literally. I thought they were like, oh, you know, we're like not hanging out as much.
No, they literally
scattered and left him.
Like,
they left him.
Like, not visiting him in the hospital, leaving him, like, separating that way. That's already, like, not great.
No.
That's awful already. But then just at the actual accident, just to
they took off? Like that's my interpretation of what happened.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, they would have been like, no, this guy ran him down.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's all I could think of. I was, like, getting, like, amped up about it. I was like, sole witness? Like, what do you mean sole witness?
3 more witnesses.
Exactly.
Like, that's crazy.
So they could have, like, said something. So I'm wondering why. And is that why they looked guilty?
Yeah.
I seriously, I was like, we went our own ways. I'm like, oh, you guys just, like, aren't hanging out.
And I wonder...
Which is crappy.
Now, to Thor's character, if, like, him getting revenge wasn't just even, like, a revenge on her, but also a way to make himself feel better for, like, not being there, for ditching.
Yeah. Like they could have said something and that guy would have been in trouble. Oh my gosh, so much. So at least now we know what happened to May also, and why.
Why go after May and not the actual guy? Like, he's targeting the wrong person here, I fear. But
I don't know, that was cute. Yeah, he is, but maybe that's just an easier target.
I guess, yeah.
So obviously I think I'm wondering who the guy is because, like, I'm wondering if he's connected somehow to her dad. And it was like, you need to win this. Yeah. And then she went against maybe her morals because she looks like she was like, this destroyed me. Because she knew what she was doing was wrong. Like, she knew he was guilty. And she knew she was being sneaky.
Totally.
But she did it because, like, do you think she's, like, being, well, not blackmailed, but, like...
Like, a little bit.
Yeah, I guess. Like, if you do this, we'll leave you alone kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it seems like, I don't know, my interpretation, again, is it was her dad who was, like...
That's what I thought, too.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of liked the mean May, like, where she was, like lawyer shark. Yes. Like,
I did like that. But she was doing something bad.
I know it was bad. I know it wasn't great, but I thought it was kind of like an interesting, like, little, we have this other side to her where she's like a shark at her job and like she goes hard and like at work.
It was like the complete opposite of the May that we know.
Exactly. It was so different. But yeah.
I feel like I could talk about this forever. I'm like so crazed about what has happened. Oh my god.
That was insane.
That was insane. Okay, so I'm not done. I can't get past this yet. So they're eating their ice cream, which that whole scene was number
so
one
cute.
Was like very cinematically beautiful.
Yeah. Gorgeous.
But then he rolls up, so she obviously like the room the which to me I'm like sounds like anything, but I mean maybe there's something specific because it was like showing the name of the motorcycle, so maybe it's just,
and she wasn't freaked out by her motorcycle.
Yeah, so but when he pulled up, the look on his face.
Oh yeah,
that's why I was like, he's a bad. He did something bad. But then like when he was talking to like Jan and he seemed kind of like okay, and I was like, but maybe it's because he's like, oh, I'm fine. She's blind.
Yeah,
she's not gonna know it was me.
Totally. He did speak to her though, like when he was attacking, so she probably recognized her voice.
He was like, "Get out of the car," or something. Obviously, we're only on episode 4, so there's gonna be like so much more about this whole storyline because it's crazy. Okay, what?
And then her friend.
Yes.
Pang.
Yeah. Pang.
I did not have any inkling of her liking her until that scene when they were all together. Yeah. And she mentioned like that. Oh.
Maybe it's the only first time I like girls or something.
Yeah. Which I had kind of been on. I thought at the beginning that I had just always liked girls. Yeah. I thought that was just her thing. Her thing. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, but yeah, I was surprised too when Pang looked at her that way though. Then I was like, oh, maybe. Yeah. That's when I kind of started to think, and I think you said the same thing.
Yeah, I was like interesting. Like at first I was like
she looks strangely hurt. Like,
yes, and I was like
I'm very upset about it.
Yeah, but that whole that whole scene in her kitchen was really sad. It was actually like kind of like awkward. I felt like I shouldn't be there. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't think I want to
felt be like a weirdo watching it through a camera.
Exactly. Like Pim was.
Yeah. Oh my god. What was that? I was expecting her to walk in or be listening out the door or something. Like, listening at the door.
I thought she was going to be listening at the door, or because she was on the steps. I'm like, oh, maybe she overheard. Because maybe they were yelling, which is really couldn't have overheard, because they were so far from the door. I expect her to have, video surveillance on her.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, this Pang.
And why was she looking at it outside?
Like, maybe she,
was
heard
someone's
here, check the security type thing, but...
Yeah, that was a little surprising. But, so yeah, I am standing by I don't think they're going to last.
No.
She's definitely going to end up with Jan. Which I think, you know what? She deserves, I'm just going to say this. Pim deserves somebody who is going to love her like Pim loves Pang. Does that make sense? Because she obviously, loves her girlfriend. Like, she... dotes on her.
Oh, totally.
Is calling her and it's wants to be around her, is affectionate, but yet Pang is not giving any of that back. Now we know why.
Yeah.
Because she's always been in love with I. But I'm like, Pim deserves, I feel like Jan would give that to her.
Totally. Yeah, I think they would be cute. Like, I really like Jan.
Yeah.
I think they would be cute.
So I'm on that team. I'm long as there's no cheating.
That's the thing. I'm more...
No.
I don't know. I was very conflicted at the beginning, but seeing more of Pim and Pang's relationship, I am more... I'd be happy if she ended up with Jan, is what
I'm
saying.
Me too. Like, I wouldn't be mad about it.
As long as no cheating. I don't
no cheating. And I'm not saying that Pang is bad, but also maybe she is because she abandoned Ben in the streets. But so did I.
So did I.
And the other guy. But then he also avenged him, which he shouldn't have.
In a very weird way.
Yes, that was I feel like it was a little bit of...
I do feel like that was a little bit of him trying to make himself feel better.
Yeah, it was a little bit of an
overkill.
Like, yeah, maybe you should have, like, if you're going to go after someone, like you said, go after that other guy. Which makes me wonder, who was that other guy?
True, yeah.
Right?
Like, I was also thinking, like, damn, you're really going after the big shot lawyer who's, like, great at her job, rich family? Like, that's risky.
But maybe the other guy is bigger.
Other guy is probably,
right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That was a wild episode.
Mm-hmm. But also, it shows more about how smart May is. Like,
she's
good at her job. She's smart.
That's what I'm saying. Like, some people are saying, like, she's too smart to not know what's going on. Mm-hmm. But then we also learned, like, what she's like, when we were together, all I knew was you were a flight attendant and that we fought. I'm like, that's the basis of your relationship?
Like, literally, what do you do? Like,
because we know you don't sleep over, so you don't do that. Sorry.
No, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like,
I know what you don't do. So what were you doing? Like, that couldn't have been, like, the thing. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I am perplexed. I love this show so much. Oh my god. What else happened? I think those were, like, the main things. Except for, okay, and then we ended with the ex-girlfriend.
Oh, yes.
Now, do you think she's actually an ex-girlfriend? Like, I am literally skeptical of every single person in this show and everything that happens. I'm like, no, I don't. I think you're a liar. All of you are lying, which is not true.
I was just going to make a joke because she said how she was busy with, like, she had a council meeting or something, but it was her cousin, which I was like, you know what? I'll let that slide because I call my friend... I'm like, I need to discuss with the council about any romantic partner, like anything.
I need to take this to the council.
We call each other the council to discuss really anything.
Cute.
So you know what? That's not really a lie. I think.
No, that was legit. That was really cute though. She's so serious.
Oh, she's so serious.
I love her facial expressions.
Her expressions are so good.
I just absolutely
when she was
love her.
like disgusted at like the
oh my gosh,
that was so
funny.
So
funny. That was so. She was just like horrified. So what was happening? Which is funny because like why? Maybe I don't know. She's adorable. I love them both, and I absolutely love their characters. Like, yes. I love their characters. Like, I feel like we're seeing so much more of them now and how they are, which again makes me think, how do you not know that is not
Yeah.
Even though we don't really know anything about Oom's character, but
from like the flashbacks and the things we've seen.
Like, even their mannerisms were different. So, again, I really think she knows. I think she knows something. I really do. I don't know. I don't know, guys. This is like, we're only in episode 4. This is gonna get so intense. And I think everything that we're saying now in this video is going to be wrong by the end of it. That's also my theory, because that's what GMMTV does. They, like, lull you in, and you think you know what's happening, and then they flip it on episode 11, and you're devastated. Just so you know. That's what they do, Abby. I know you're not, like, you only know some GMMTV shows. That's what they do.
Okay.
It's like they bad buddy it. They're like, they make you think something, and then they're like, ha 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 ha, no. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Is there anything else that you want to add?
I don't know. I saw a little snippet for the next episode. It looks like Ai's eating, like, food with, like, they're having a meal together with the ex-girlfriend. So it'll be interesting to see. I
know. We don't generally watch the previews for the next episode.
Saw, like, half a second of it.
Half a second, and that's all I saw, too. And she looked like she was nice.
She looked nice. Yeah.
She probably is nice, but we're not on her team. I just, I with her little one rose.
Oh, that was so sad.
No, like, May would love it. Yeah. No, I like this. I think this is good. I think that May brings out a lot of good parts of Ai, other than the lying.
Yeah, the parts are so great.
But, like, she's getting her to, like, dream again.
Totally, and night. And
yeah. So I like that. And, like, hearing it was interesting hearing them both talk in that. I don't even think we even commented the entire time because, like, when they're sitting on the bed kind of talking about their past.
Yeah.
Like, and then when I was talking to her friends and how she's just, like, she's always just wanted to be loved. Mm-hmm. And now she's, like, found that. And I love also how she's like, I don't know why. I like her. Like, I don't know what it is. But I think it's just because she's, like, literally never been loved. Yeah. Well, she has. Well, like, she's been loved. Her grandmother loves her. But, like, she's just never had that connection with somebody.
Yeah.
So I love that she's getting that. But that makes it so it's going to hurt that much more.
Yep.
And that made me sad. So on that sad note, I'm excited for episode 5.
Yeah.
Which is in a couple of days. So we will definitely be back for that. Let us know if you liked this format. And we'll continue it. I kind of like talking separately after the video. Or after the reaction video. It's kind of nice because I felt like before I didn't want to say too much or get too much into it because I was like, oh my gosh, they've already watched an hour plus with us. We don't want to make them not want to stay any longer. Totally. So yeah, if you like this, let us know. And tell us what you think about this episode because I just found like I was just like, like so much happened. Like I feel like we went into overdrive. But yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching with us, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.